and feeding Mr. Wilson.
Tuesday night edition of Let's Talk Fish.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are back. Another Tuesday. Actually, we have snow on the ground. We got ice on the ground. It's not snow. It's ice now.
It's ice now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all ice.
Kids are out of school.
It's pretty much ice the whole time.
Yeah, for the
Because
most
it
part.
rained, and then
Right.
it sleeted, and then it snowed
Yeah.
about 10 minutes.
It's just a
and then
mess. It's a
sleeted.
mess.
Well, at least that's what it did in my
What
house.
gets me is the weather forecasters is because like the first of the week I was pretty sure we were getting
Like
7
12
to 8
inches.
feet of snow.
7 or 8 feet.
At least
At
8 feet.
least 8 feet of snow on Monday. And then we got like 2 inches of snow and 2 inches of sleet.
Yeah, but what's funny is if you go about 20 miles north of us, it's like 11 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Maybe
Another
20
20 miles, that's a
25.
good 12 feet.
Yeah.
Good 12. Yeah,
Well,
like
they just
we
missed-
were in the feet.
People's houses were
Like
just
we
missed
were
the
in the
cutoff
feet.
line.
That's all I know. It's just it's I don't know. It's funny to me because it seems like every time a storm comes up, like it's significantly worse than anything we've ever seen before.
I mean, that's what, like, but the great thing, I mean, I love spending time with the girls. at
Oh,
home.
yeah.
And
I
Brian,
love it.
Brian was building ice forts, if everybody follows Brian
I did build
on
a
Instagram.
wicked sweet ice fort.
He did make a pretty awesome ice fort. Actually, you got comments from somebody up north. Who was it? Over in Minnesota. Said they can't even make ice forts that cool. Yeah, I mean, when it's cold outside, like I just lay around in my pajamas. Shoot, I wear my pajama shirts to the show. That's what I got
I
on
was
right
about to
now.
say, what do you mean laying
This is
around?
a pajama shirt. I got jeans on, but I actually never changed my pajama top.
Good for you.
So I just wanted to
See,
wear
me
my
and Wiley
pajamas
been out in the
tonight.
snow. Like I've had to change clothes at least 3 times a day because I've been soaking wet from playing in the snow with my son all day.
Savage Adam, Anthony Randall said Smoke got a fresh haircut, I see.
I did. Thank you for noticing.
Got
I
his
did
ear-
not.
Got his
I
ears
need
lowered.
one,
I'm not going to cut my hair. I think
Don't.
I'm going to have a
Let it grow.
contest. I'm going to have a contest with Seth Fighter and see who can take. But he's got to cut his to my length.
No,
So
no,
we
no.
can race.
You got to catch him. You got to try to catch him.
Yeah,
Are you
but
going to try to compete with the mustache though? That's the main question.
I can't do that. Josh said he'd throw $20 in if I grow a mullet. I'm halfway there, brother. I'm halfway there.
All he got to do is shorten the front a little bit, and he's got a mullet.
See, David Scruggs said 10 inches in Cliffside. All right, so
There you
Wilkesboro
go.
had 19 inches. We're almost into the feet.
Well, 19
Column.
inches is foot. It's close to feet.
Right, it's a foot and a half. Ice fort was sweet, Randy said, by
Thank
the way.
you. Thank you.
I was impressed with that. I mean, that's pretty dang cool.
Yeah, what was funny was it started out, Wiley was supposed to be helping me build this ice fort, but after about 10 minutes of that, every time I'd like make me a little piece of ice and go to build on it, when I'd bend over to pick it up, I'd get hit in the butt with a snowball. So it was pretty much 2 hours of me dodging snowballs building the ice fort.
Yeah, Tyler said, why was I not at the Elite Series meeting today? Tyler, I actually keep my youngest daughter, who's 18 months old, and I'm kind of glad I was here and didn't have anybody to keep my girls while I was gone. My wife works full-time, so I was here taking care of the girls, and my oldest daughter, Reese, was out of school also yesterday, today, and they're out of school again tomorrow. I'm pretty sure if I think they ride every county road in our county,
Yeah.
and if Shelby City sees, like, this much
But
ice.
you got to think, I mean, I don't think the ice or the snow is what's calling it.
Black ice.
Yeah, black ice. I mean,
Right.
you got 40-degree temps today, so water running across the roads. It's going to be like 20-something tonight. It's going to freeze. And I mean, that's actually more dangerous than snow. I feel like it is.
No, you're 100% correct. Rare, but you're 100% correct.
Kevin Clark said he got 0 inches of snow.
I saw that.
in
Appreciate the
Florida.
update, Kevin.
Yeah,
Glad you're
thank
safe
you.
and warm down there.
Yeah. All right. What topic tonight? What's the topic tonight? Oh, our must-haves, and I've already seen several people comment. Oh, by the way, we do have some crawfish. They're
Kinda.
Rephrase this.
we have some insects that look like crawfish
It's
Kinda.
like a cross between a crawfish and a hellgrammite.
and a stink bug.
and a stink bug.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
They're not very big, but we do have some crawfish that
Yeah.
we promised y'all, and Mr. Wilson will get those later on in the show tonight. So you'll get to see a Mr. Wilson feeding later on the show. Must-haves. So we posted a couple pictures earlier, excuse me, about our must-haves. So Brian and I are both in the process of rigging our new boats for 2019.
Right.
And there's a lot of different things that we will not hit the water without. I've already seen several comments and people posted on our Facebook page earlier that toilet paper was their number one go-to must-have.
Hey, that is very important, and
Or dude wipes. Like,
Yeah.
that's what swindling
something
some of
to
those dudes.
take care of the situation when nature calls.
That's
Because
right.
That's a scary feeling.
Uh,
I mean, you can make it through it, but it would be uncomfortable.
what do you mean by make it through it?
Like, I mean, you could lose a sock or cut a sleeve off your
Oh,
shirt.
okay.
I mean,
I thought you meant you should give
like
them
when I was in high school, I'll never forget. My mom used to get so mad at me when I go deer hunting because I never took any toilet paper with me. So, like 3 days a week, I come home a pair of long johns with one leg. I mean, you got to make do with what you got.
You got to do what you got to do. All right, so let's hear.
That tickled Jeff. Listen.
Let's hear. We're going to tell y'all ours, and we have a long list. I mean, we could go back and forth all night probably, but we'll start off with our number one. And we're not talking about. Let's go ahead and clear.
Yeah, I don't know how
we're
we're
not talking
going.
about.
I don't
like,
think we
life-
can put a level on it.
We're not talking about life jackets or the things that are required.
Yeah,
we're talking about the accessories.
because
the
that
extras.
is the most important. Like, you don't go out without a life jacket and a kill switch.
That's right. Life jacket and a kill switch, 100%. So we do want to hear y'all's must-haves in your boat, whether it be. So I'll tell you a must-have, and this is probably at the top of my list, and it's from a safety standpoint, and it's a first aid kit.
Yeah, first aid kits
First aid
are very
kit.
important.
All right, your turn, Brian.
My turn. The must-have. There's a lot of them. I'm trying to figure out one that I must have, and I'm gonna say with. Well, this is kind of something that comes. Well, not really comes with the boat, but it's an addition TH Marine makes that, and I think Matt's mentioned this on the show before. The way everybody's running 4 or 5 graphs, that Hydra battery terminal
The
thing,
new Hydra.
the new Hydra it's a must have if you're running multiple graphs. If you're running 3 to 4 graphs, it's a must have.
So if you don't know what Brian's talking about, you go to thmarine.com and look at the Hydra. It's actually 5.
Yeah, it's a 5-prong
Five-prong terminal
5-headed
adapter.
dragon Hydra.
What? Huh? What? So it's basically separates all your wiring to each battery terminal.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't seen it, you need to check it out because it is
Yeah.
really, really cool. Let's see. Wesley Feely, absolutely. He said, if you're not sponsored by Pennzoil and had to have your boat for 5 years, would you still run it? Well, I can tell you, and I've mentioned this before, of the FLW Tour Pros last year, all 180 of them, how many of them you think ran Pennzoil Marine Oil?
160.
I think we already talked about that on the show one time.
That's probably a good guess. Brian said about
Yeah.
162.
Yeah.
So, first off, 162 guys on the FLW Tour are not sponsored by Pennzoil Marine, but those guys still trust Pennzoil Marine
Right.
as their number one outboard oil, and for multiple reasons. So, you won't have any issues if that's what you choose to run. Absolutely, it'll be fine.
And another thing that a lot of people, and I just recently started doing this in the last probably 6 or 7 years because I had an issue, but always have a spare prop in your boat. That's one thing that I
Spare
would
prop.
never go fishing without. I got
Must
a spare
have.
prop, spare nut, spare cotter key, because I have slung a ear off a prop twice now. And, I hit some things here and there, and after several months of running it, you might sling an ear off. So always carry a spare prop back in the splash well.
All right, my boy Josh Perriman, he said, what about tools to change prop? You use the Evinrude tool or have a deep well socket kit. I have an actual... Okay, so I have a socket kit that stays in the boat.
Yes, I do. I have a tool kit too. That's another must-have.
I have a
tool
socket kit. I have a wrench kit. I have a Phillips head. I have zip ties. I have electrical tape.
Yep.
I have a flathead screwdriver. What else do I have? Am I missing something? That's about everything that I
Yeah.
carry on a normal basis, but I do have a separate prop wrench, a heavy-duty prop wrench with a deep 1 in 1/16?
1 in the 16th.
1 in 1/16 inch socket, a deep well socket. Yes, I do carry a deep well socket for
And
that,
another
Josh.
thing, most people, when excuse me, talking about tools, is get a good. I mean, Matt mentioned the socket set and the screwdrivers and things like that, but get a good 1/4 inch just nut driver handle like a screwdriver, but with a 1/4 inch fitting, and get a good set of the attachments for it. You know, Phillips head, flat screwdriver, the little hex heads and all that stuff, because with that and a good set of sockets and pliers and wrenches, a few of those, you can fix anything on the boat that is possible for you to fix with that set of tools. Anything that you can't fix with that is something you're going to probably have to take it to a service yard or to your dealer to get worked on. So with those few minimal tools, takes up very little space. It can save you a day on the water. I mean, if a trolling motor cable breaks or something like that, you can kind of work around it. And, you know, it might cost you 30 or 45 minutes, but you can kind of rig something up.
Yeah.
Bring out your inner MacGyver, but you can do it.
Brian mentioned a spare prop for the outboard, but yes, we carry spare props for our trolling motors also.
Yep.
I saw a couple smart comments from Bruce and Savage because they were responding to when I didn't have a pin for that spare prop at the Cup this year. I had my prop. I did have my prop, but I had either lost or used or something, the actual little Carter pin. Not Carter pin. What do you call that pin?
It's a pin.
Okay, it's a pin. All right, the little
I don't
pin,
know the
little
technical
motor
name
prop
for it, but it's a pin.
for a Minn Kota, and I actually have that pin in my boat now, but I did not have one that particular day, and Randy Haynes came to the rescue and gave me a pin.
There you go. And David Nolan mentioned, don't forget the piece of 2x4 for prop repair.
That's that's perfect, David.
Yes.
Absolutely, because I had to change a prop. And
a piece of riprap will work in a
piece of riprap, yeah. I had to buy, and guys, another word of advice. I saw a comment earlier talking about, let's see, a floating prop wrench. Anthony Randall said that. So if you can,
try to get to the bank.
Get to the bank.
Yes.
Don't change your prop out there in waist deep water. Don't change your prop out there in the middle of the lake. Back up to the bank somewhere. Trim that motor all the way up.
Yeah,
and
step out off the. Step out in the water, get out there. That's what both times I've threw an ear off. I've idled up to a bank and just got in the water, not quite knee deep, and changed it myself, because I know that, like, if I'm changing a prop and I'm trying to put that cotter key in, if I'm thinking about not dropping it, I'm going to drop it every time. There's no way I'm not going to.
100%. Electrical connectors. Wayman Coleman said that. I do carry some connectors in the boat. Let's see, what else? Oh, so I don't know what you call these sizes of. I carry Allen key sets, and I've got regular, I've got metric, and I've got the T.
Yeah, the T.
What do you call that sizing? T20.
I don't know. It's like
a
hex type head.
Yeah. Whatever those are, I carry those also.
T20 and T25.
T20,
fits just about everything on a Ranger boat.
That is funny, because the 20 and the 25 are those are the two that I use the most. So let's see. A lug wrench that fits the trailer tires. Yeah, Angela pointed that out, and that's great. Obviously, that doesn't apply to the boat, but if you don't have a lug wrench to fit your trailer tires, you're just asking for it.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble anyway.
And another thing is, you can carry another piece of wood if you have a dual axle trailer, to pull your trailer up on that piece of wood to get it up off the ground, where you don't have to jack it up. You don't have to waste all that time jacking it up. Right. So, another little tip with the block of wood that Wayman mentioned earlier reminded me of that.
Nathan Cathcart asked, is it legal to exit the boat and change props in FLW and Elite Series events? It absolutely is.
100%. If you're performing maintenance on your boat and you're broke down, that is considered an emergency situation.
Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm. And you can exit the boat in an emergency situation.
Right. Let's see. All right.
Extra sunglasses. That's a good comment from Cameron Brule. And I agree with that.
Always.
I carry 3 pairs of sunglasses in my boat, because I'll never forget when I first started fishing. I was fishing a tournament at Santee, and I only had 1 pair of sunglasses. Blew it off my head first thing that morning. It's in May. It's 100 degrees. It's sunny. And I've got the worst headache when I come in. And I vowed then I'll never go fishing without 3 pairs of sunglasses in the boat.
Yep. All right. So yeah, I don't carry 3. I carry 2, and I've had to resort to my extras on multiple occasions over the years. Daniel Rouse said fire extinguisher. Yeah, all the boats. That's kind of that's like the life jacket to me.
Yeah,
you're required to have a fire extinguisher in there in every state that we fish in.
And I think pretty much all boat manufacturers now, when you buy a boat, it comes with a fire extinguisher in it. I'm pretty sure. I know Rangers do. Like when you pick up a Ranger boat, it's got a fire extinguisher already mounted in the boat.
Towboat U.S. membership.
Ernie Wallace, you in town, brother? You coming by the show or what?
Ernie said, "Big shout out to Ernie. They've been working long hours. He works with the power company. They've been out there. Yep, they've been out there rocking and rolling because there's been a lot of people without power.
I'm gonna shout out Ernie because we did not lose power this time, which is a miracle in itself.
Who's Ernie up here working for?
Somebody out of Georgetown. I'm not sure the actual company name.
Okay, all right.
But he travels a lot, I can tell you that.
Well, I hope you got to eat some wings and have you a cold beer
season,
last night.
he's gone about
Ernie.
all the time.
Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. Brian Hunt said, "Is a nature call considered emergency in FLW rules?" Yeah, I mean, I think it is
to me.
I mean, it's an emergency to all of us. And when it happens to you, it's an emergency. But
it's emergency.
I think that, in that situation, probably call Bill Taylor to make sure it's all right. But I don't think he would tell you no.
No.
So, all right, super glue and a first aid kit. Yeah, that's one of the first things that we mentioned.
Super glue is very important.
Super glue stays in my boat anyway for a lot of rigging and things like that. But I have known several guys, and y'all maybe a few of those, that have super glued cuts and stuff back together.
It works wonderfully.
I mean,
that's what it was designed for.
Yep.
Super glue was designed to
seal
your skin together.
Bullet wounds.
Seal fast.
No, come on.
I think so.
Really?
Somebody wants to, Sumter Utilities were anywhere. I think it was. Didn't the government make it like back in the day for bullet wounds?
Somebody Google that for us. Jeff's saying super glue was originally designed for bullet wounds to actually glue people's bullet wounds back together.
It sounds good to me.
I'm having a hard time believing that.
I don't really believe that either, but
well, we know everybody on here can Google, so we'll know in a second.
Extra beer. I seen extra beer in my pipe earlier. We're assuming that pipe's used to smoke tobacco. We'll just assume that. And extra beer, of course. Yeah, if we have beer in the pipe in our boats, we get in trouble.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Or at least looked down upon.
Let's talk battery setup. AGM or lithium? How many? 4 or 5 batteries? We both run 4.
I run 4.
Yep, I run an AGM cranker, and then I run the big. What do we run? Brian runs the same thing.
Trojans.
Big Trojan batteries.
Weighs like 80 pounds a piece.
Very heavy batteries.
Very heavy.
But Brian turned me on to those, and we buy them right down the road here at the Great Outdoors. They are, I don't want to say indestructible, but they're pretty dang good batteries.
They are good batteries.
And they
last good.
I haven't been able to kill them. All right, so let's see. Sumter Utilities. That's who Ernie works for.
Ooh, I know
Sumter
another good one
Utilities.
nobody's mentioned is a cell phone charger.
Absolutely.
Always carry a cell phone charger with you.
Absolutely.
Just in case your boat does break down or you're stranded, you're not going to have a dead cell phone battery. I mean, you can at least call and try to get help or something like that.
I did see earlier good rain gear. Guys, if you don't carry your rain suit, you can bet your rear end is going to pour down rain or storm like crazy that day. So always keep an extra set, a cheap set in the back compartment, just in case I go out and forget. Normally I'm wearing them, especially on a cool morning or something. I have my bibs on or my jacket or something like that. But I have a cheap set that I keep in the back of my boat at all times.
Yeah.
Let's see. The things that are required by law, like throw cushions. Oh, a really heavy duty dock line. Not just a dock line, but you can a rope you can use for towing too.
Yeah.
Whether you're towing somebody else or you have to, you need a tow.
I was looking at something I was thinking about. Extra. John Long says extra spools of line, and that's something I always carry. P-Line makes these 250-yard filler spools, and I'll take like the Bass Mafia money bag, and I'll put one little 250 yards filler spool of every pound test from 8 all the way to 20 in the money bag, and I'll just leave it in one of my boxes all year because, I'll backlash. I ain't ashamed. I ain't scared or ashamed to admit that I backlash.
Jeff loves it.
I may have to put line on during the tournament, and I want to know that I've got it if I need to do that.
Mike Nolan, there's a good little tidbit of information for you.
Twinkies, they never go bad. There you go.
If you put
Or good.
if you put super glue on a bullet before shooting someone, they won't be able to remove the bullet.
I knew it was something close.
You're close, Jeff.
That's close.
All right, Aleve or Tylenol. Yeah, I do keep some ibuprofen in the.
Yes, that's very
Mike Harris
important.
said plenty of water. Yep, plenty of water.
2 pairs of needle nose pliers in
Extra
case
pliers.
you throw one in the lake.
100%, and 2 pairs of scissors too.
Yeah,
2 pairs
But
of
always 2 pairs of needle nose pliers because I've threw one in the lake on many occasions.
Let's see. All right, extra plugs and clamps in case of a live well hose failure. That reminds me, Wesley. Good point there. The hose and the clamps are great, but I carry a spare pump in my boat also.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I do
don't
carry
do
an
that.
extra live well pump just in case one of my live well pumps goes out.
That's a good idea because especially now because the pumps you don't have to remove the hoses.
They're
You just
easily accessible.
cartridge, Yeah,
You turn them and you pop them out.
right.
Yep,
and it's
unplug
just
them
a
and pop them out.
cartridge. Pop it back down in there and plug it up, and you're good to go.
Plenty of fuel, TJ. That sounds like you're recommending that from experience. So it's funny because I was actually duck hunting. We're going duck hunting same spot in a few weeks here during Christmas break, and we'll be down on the Bay River in Pamlico County doing some duck hunting with a college buddy of mine. And we ran out of gas in the middle of the Pamlico Sound one time.
How'd that work out?
It sucked. I mean,
bet that did
it
suck.
blatantly sucked. We got a tow in, thank goodness.
While you were duck hunting?
We were done duck hunting.
Y'all
We
were
ran out of
coming
gas.
back
cold,
in.
It was cold season.
Yeah, we ran out of gas on the way back in.
Yeah.
We
That's
had
awesome.
we didn't have too far to go. We had about 4 miles to go, but we're out there in an 18-foot aluminum boat in the middle of the Pamlico Sound.
That's
it
no
could have
good.
been bad.
Yeah, that could have got bad in a hurry.
But I don't know if my wife knows that. But,
She probably won't know. Don't worry.
you may not be going duck hunting. in Pamlico Sound.
I think I told her that. All right, so hook sharpener. That's a good one, Eric.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Hook sharpener. I used to keep. Man, I had this old hook sharpener, not an automatic. It was just this old stone, man, and it had a little groove in it. And I dropped that thing in a lake one time, and that's how I lost it. And I hadn't been able to find one like that since. It's just a little stone, a little long rectangular
With the little
stone with a
groove.
groove in it.
Yeah.
Where can I get another one of those? Y'all let me know.
I've got them. They still make them.
But where can I get one?
Sportsman's Warehouse, anywhere probably.
Oh, you're sponsored by. You're just throwing that out there, aren't you?
Well, you can.
Sportsman's Warehouse. It's got everything.
America's premier outfitter.
I was waiting for that. All right. Let's see. Matt, are you sure you used the live well pumps? Mike Harris asked that.
That's a good question, Mike.
What's that supposed to mean? Like I don't put bass in my live well. Like I don't catch any bass. Yes, I use. They're cartridges, pumps, cartridges, same thing. All right. So I'm just gonna roll right past that one. Bug spray. Yeah, certain states that we go to, bug spray would be. I've never carried bug spray in my boat. There's several times I wish I had it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting around them big hydrilla beds and things like
those
that.
gnats. Ooh.
Grass bugs.
And I can't stand. I don't. Excuse me. I don't know if you're like this or not, but I can't stand wearing one of those buffs that like cover my whole face, where the only thing sticking out like is my little eyes here. I can't stand that. It drives me crazy.
like a bug mask or something.
Yeah, I can't
Or a
wear them.
baklava.
Yeah, what?
What? A baklava.
Isn't that Greek dessert?
Translation,
Oh
Jeff.
yeah, that is a Greek dessert. What's the thing
What
you
are you
wear?
talking
What's
about?
the thing you What's the thing you wear when you pull up?
You
over?
wear dessert on your face?
Sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
you got so many gnats on you.
Yeah. All right.
What's baklava hanging around your neck?
What's the hood and the mask and everything together?
What'd you call it?
Uh,
A hood mask thing.
No, y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
No, evidently. we
Y'all
don't.
help me out here. What is
cheesecake?
that called?
Is that closer?
A toboggan.
No, not.
I have no idea
No.
what you're talking about.
Not at all. All right. Let's see. Helmet, face shield. Yep, Brian, that's a great one. Bass Pro
Stuff
has the
is good,
sharpeners.
though.
Thanks, Eric. Bass Pro. He said Bass Pro had. See,
There, a balaclava.
a
That's
what?
Kurt
A balaclava.
says. Yeah.
I don't even know what
I don't
that
think
is.
that's right.
Yeah.
Or
It's closer than baklava.
Hey, I've heard
Blanca.
that John
A
Skipper
Blanca?
said dryer sheets for the
baklava.
hydrilla
See,
gnats.
he said baklava ninja suit. Oh, or a ninja suit. Yeah.
Yeah, ninja. I always go with the ninja suit if that option's available.
Yeah, there was something. What was it? I always keep in my boat. Braid for hook removal. Yeah, I've had to take braid off of a reel or something
Yeah.
before. But yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I
too,
always
TJ.
keep either a spool of braid or a reel with braid in the boat. I'll tell you another piece of equipment that I cannot go fishing without is my lure retriever, plug knocker. Can't do without it.
100%. 100%.
It saves me a lot of money every day.
Mark Harmon said he carries a picture of his wife.
That's good. I do too.
Good for
Lots
you, Mark.
of them.
Yeah.
I do. They're in my phone right here.
Good one. Good one. I hear you. You must know she's watching. All right. Mike Nolan said, can you guys elaborate on why you don't use lithium batteries? I'm considering going that route. I don't
know if I can.
No, you should know better than anybody. Just say what you say about the trolling motor and everything else. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I fear change.
I fear change.
I fear change. All right, so I'm with Brian on the battery deal. You know, I'm not saying lithiums cause problems or anything like that, but there has been a few issues arise, and they're pretty serious issues from lithium batteries over the past few years. And we choose to use the lead batteries because they've always been consistent. They've always been safe. Yeah. You know, they are heavier. That's the only downfall, but they seem to do the job for us. So, all right.
Maybe I haven't heard the right sales pitch for a lithium battery yet.
There you go. I mean, most of it's lightweight.
Yeah, lightweight.
And then they hold a charge longer.
I mean, I really haven't ever looked into it. I don't know. I don't really know anything about lithium batteries. I really don't. Except they weigh less.
Baklava. I don't know if y'all are telling me that.
Are you still?
Are we still on this?
I'm getting the comment. I want to know what that thing's called that I was talking about. It's a mask. It's a hood that comes up. It's like it covers everything but your eyeballs.
Kind of weird.
It's warm. All I'm telling you is when you're running down the lake 60 mile an hour and it's 30 degrees outside, you wish you had one.
Yes, that is true.
All right. Super glue. Yep, we talked about that. Can't fish without my boomerang clippers. Cuts braid like butter. Never heard of boomerang. Y'all heard of boomerang clippers?
Have not.
Is that a brand?
Is that the little thing on the little retractable
Might
wheel?
be.
I think that is the boomerang
Might be
clippers.
what that is. Joey, let us know. Let's see. Jonathan Carter said lithiums don't work when they get cold, so I haven't heard that.
Ooh, I haven't heard that either.
But that might be something to look into if you're considering purchasing
if you're considering lithium, may want to check on that. Ask
Sunscreen, always. Spare fuses. What do we have in our boats now that have fuses? Do we have anything in our boat that has fuses?
Not very many inline fuses. I know we don't have a...
We don't have a fuse panel either.
Right.
Everything's on a breaker system.
Right.
There might be an inline fuse somewhere in our wiring.
I know we've got one on the trolling motor, but it's a big breaker. It's a breaker, not really a fuse.
That's right. Yeah, so spare fuses. Yeah, but if you have a fuse panel in your boat, absolutely carry spare fuses. Scott Pitlick said a wiffle ball bat with the ends cut out.
I'm going to need some explanation on that.
What's that for? Well, I need to know. That sounds cool. I mean, I don't know
maybe going snorkeling would be good.
Let us. It's a big snorkel.
I mean,
let us know what the wiffle ball bat with the ends cut out's for, Scott. All right. Oh wait, he said, "Dang it! Look, I just got a text. Hold on a second. I'm going to it. Here it is.
You're confusing me.
Oh my gosh.
Balaclava.
B-A-L-A-C.
100 people have put that in the feed.
A-V-A.
Right. We've got 246 people viewing this right now.
100
and
of
I'm
them
pretty
put that in
sure
the feed.
242 of them are past this already.
Well, I mean,
but I'm glad you got it figured out.
I missed it. I mean, I'm sorry I missed it.
Well, order us one while you're on there.
Huh?
Get one.
I have some.
Oh, you just need to.
I just need to know what it's called.
Confirmation on the name.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Correct.
Do we have it?
Yeah, balaclava.
Okay. All right.
See, that's really close, though, Jeff. In my
Andrew
defense,
Alexander.
baklava and balaclava is extremely, agree?
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
But balaclava
is
doesn't
delicious.
taste as good as baklava, apparently.
Not normally.
All right. Let's see. Shane Dover said, Matt, I thought you were sponsored by Interstate Batteries. No, I am not.
Rick Poteet says an extra ball cap. That is also
extra hat.
That's a good one.
That falls right in line with just as important as an extra pair of glasses almost. So, wiffle ball bat is for looking for spawning fish? What? Huh? Y'all crazy. What's the cone that everybody uses? You're ignoring me again. I can tell by the look in your eyes.
I know. I'm thinking it's the
Flogger.
Yeah, flogger. There
Flogger.
you go.
So people use. Wait a minute, Jason. Pee bottle. This just goes back to Andy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I mean, I ain't saying. I'm not saying. Come on, man. Like pee bottle. Jeff, do you carry a pee bottle when you go out in the intercoastal waterway red fishing?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you go just over the side in the water. So
I don't carry one either.
You remember when we had Andy on the show?
Oh yeah, I remember.
And he talked about.
But I'm not on TV either.
But wait a minute now. That's not. I mean, you're not on TV all the time.
Let me tell you how you get around that. Turn the cameras off. I have to pee. I've said that many times.
It's tough. All right. Don't get it mixed up with your. Oh, Jason was referring to Andy's story.
Yes, that's what I'm
Pee
saying.
bottle, but don't get it mixed up with your Gatorade you're drinking. Yeah. All right. Sorry, Jason. I apologize. I thought Jason was talking about he carries a pee bottle because I was starting to get a little concerned.
It's too much to keep up with.
All right.
It's too confusing.
That is a lot to keep up with.
Same as the cone. Okay, they're saying that the wiffle ball bat is the same as the cone.
Really?
Wait a minute.
Try
If you just, I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it or something. If you cut the ends off of a wiffle ball bat and you stick it down in the water and you look through it, how does that make you see the fish?
It works just like the flogger.
There's a magnifying glass on the end of the flogger. There's a what you call it on it, right?
A piece of glass.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I've
I don't know
never
what it
seen
is.
one. I have no idea.
Okay, all right. Anyway,
They say that's what the wiffle ball bat's for. You pee in it. It's like an extension.
that's exactly what that's for, I bet you. Like on a rough day, you trying to go off the side of the boat, you need something to help direct it. That's
It gets windy out there.
That's great. All right, hold on a second.
You gonna write that down?
Wiffle ball bat. That reminds me. Okay. Thanks, guys.
We'll
Learned
go to
something new every
Walmart
day.
right after the show.
All right. Both ends cut out. That's right. Both ends cut out. That makes perfect sense now. Palm olive in a spray bottle. Alan Roberts said that. So that's in Real Magic. John Long said that. We didn't touch on anything that's really maintenance for our equipment, like actual. You all right over there?
Nah, my phone holder's giving up on me.
Giving up on you.
Falling?
It's leaning.
Need some more double stick?
I believe so.
I'm yawning tonight. Thrift, you're boring me or something.
What?
Let's see. All right. We pretty much covered most everything. I haven't seen.
I'm studying. I'm thinking if there's anything else.
Oh, Mark Beck, that's funny. He said a pee bottle is mandatory for Randleman Lake.
I bet some smaller lakes that are water supply lakes, I bet it is.
They don't allow you to
Yeah.
do it to pee in the lake. Huh,
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. So palm olive.
Ooh, screen cleaner for grass. That Anthony Randall mentioned that. That is something I definitely carry in my boat.
Wave away.
Yep. That's graphs, sunglasses. Like that's the first thing I do when I get in my boat is I clean my graphs and my sunglasses every single morning.
Daniel Rouse said some guys just don't need that wiffle ball bat. Everybody's built different now.
Hydrowave. We didn't mention Hydrowave.
Hydrowave, absolutely. Oh, a couple more things that we put. So let's go back to like what we actually put on our boats, not what we carry in them. So
what is equipped?
How the boats are equipped. So when we go to rigging our boats, the onboard charger, the batteries. One thing we both have on our boat, I have a kill shield by Gator Guards on the front of my boat. That's a must. If you don't have any kind of kill protection on your boat, check out the kill shield. And the reason let me tell you why I like the kill shield, because it's easy to install, easy to uninstall, and it
keeps you from scratching your boat up.
Well,
100%. On the bank.
I run an 8-footer on my 20-foot Ranger. Now they make 6, 7, 8s, 9s. They make them in all 9 different colors, I believe. So you can get them to match the whole of your boat.
And this is the little kill shield on the front V,
so you can run that boat up anywhere.
Right, with the kill shield and power poles, which we both run. That's two things it just makes everything so much easier.
100%.
Loading the boat, unloading the boat, pulling up on the bank, you just pull it up there, put the power poles down, and you're good to go.
And the power poles they're kind of like the kill shield. Kill shield's on there for protection. I mean, guys, if you're spending $70,000, $80,000, even $90,000 on a really, really high-end bass boat nowadays, protect. You're going to want to protect your investment. The kill shield is priceless in my opinion, because when you're talking about fiberglass damage, when you pull up on the wrong rock somewhere,
because when you sell a boat, that's the first thing people look at.
100%.
They don't look at the top of the boat and the deck. They look underneath and see how many scratches, see if there's any fiberglass missing, to make sure the boat's not going to sink. That's the first thing everybody does.
Yep, absolutely. And the power poles, same deal. You pull it up on the bank, you pull it down. You don't have to worry about the boat swinging around. It gets, gets a little rough wherever you're having to load or unload your boat. The power poles are priceless, and of course they help us from a performance standpoint when we're fishing.
Right.
When we're in current or we're sight fishing or whatever we're doing. Let's see. The correct fishing license. Stephen Guthrie said that.
That is a very good point.
Good piece
you
of
have
advice.
Personal experience
I
with
did.
that with your co-angler?
Yeah, not with me, but my co-angler unfortunately had the incorrect fishing license. Well, no, he didn't actually have the license for the water we were in. Some places we go up north require multiple licenses, especially St. Clair.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian license, Ohio license, Canadian license, Michigan license, and the Warpole Indian Reservation license. We were in some Canadian water. He did not have a Canadian license, and
was
disqualified.
Yep.
So, yes, make sure you have the right license. Need to replace my. Jason said you guys run the Trojan batteries. You run at the Great Outdoors. Yes. You called David Hendrick up there. He'll get you fixed up.
Let's think of a couple more, and then I think we need to get into throwing some crawfish to Mr. Wilson.
Toss some crawfish at Wilson.
Yeah. Y'all ready to see Mr. Wilson eat some of the smallest crawfish on the face of the earth?
So we talked about. Somebody asked what kind of charger we use. Let's see.
I don't know what mine is.
Mine's a Minn Kota Precision. Yours is either a Precision or it's going to be a Dual Pro.
I think mine may be a Dual Pro.
Okay, so Brian uses the Dual Pro brand. I use the Minn Kota brand. I like them both. They're both great chargers. I knock on wood, I've never had any issues with either one of them because I have run the Dual Pro and I've run the
I've seen a lot of comments too about jumper cables, and that's something that me and Matt are fortunate enough
we don't have to worry about
to have to worry about anymore since Ranger started putting the jump breaker system in the Ranger boats. I mean, they come pre-rigged with the wires to jump off of your trolling motor battery. So if your battery goes dead, you go back there, turn the breaker over to jump start, crank it up, and turn it back. So no need to have to fool with that.
Oh, Anthony Randall, good point. I carry a scale and a coal beam and coal tags, but G-Juice, some kind of live well additive to help keep those fish healthy and alive.
And oxygenator. To me, the oxygenator is number one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
TH Marine makes it's worth its weight in gold in summertime. I mean, it's saved me countless dollars because fish not dying.
Shane Dover said hydrogen peroxide, so I've heard a lot of guys using
Sundrop.
Using that. Sundrop, Mountain Dew. Those work too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We want to feed Wilson, Jeff.
Ready? Are y'all ready to see Mr. Wilson eat?
We can.
We can. All right.
Are we going to have to... You got to zoom in to see the crawfish, though.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I think everybody was expecting the white ninja crawfish, and we've got...
I didn't have them. There's
miniature, some kind of miniature crawfish.
They're special order. All of them are special order. and they don't know what size are coming in. Just whatever they have in stock at the time.
So we had to... earlier today, you had to feed one of them because he's getting ready to meet his maker.
He didn't make it. One of them didn't make it. So I had to hand feed Mr. Wilson.
Did he eat it?
And half my hand.
Awesome. Here's a good comment from Sebastian. Said jumper cables come in handy for helping others as well. So that's a good point. I may have to throw mine back in there.
That's a good point.
I didn't think about that. That is good. You hate to see somebody out there and you're not able, which you could still take them to the bank if they've got jumper cables in a truck or something like that, but it'd be a whole lot easier if you had them in the boat.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, we ready to feed him? You gonna reach in there and get them, or are we just gonna dump them in? I'll dump them.
You're gonna dump
While they're getting this set up, I'm gonna explain the sun drop on a bleeding fish. I don't know exactly why it works, but it's got something to do with the citric acid and maybe the carbonation. But if you hook one in the tongue, or you got a fish deep hooked and he's bleeding, if you'll pour him about a quarter of some kind of citrusy drink, it will stop the bleeding and that fish will live. I think it's like crack. What are you doing, Matt?
Got an amateur over there.
We've got an amateur over here. And Josh Waldron says Coke does the same thing. So next time you guys have a fish that's bleeding, pour some kind of carbonated drink in his mouth a little bit and see if it doesn't help, because I know for 100% fact that it will save a dying fish and keep them from dying. So, are we about ready for the crawfish,
We're
Matt?
about ready. Yep. We're about ready.
All right, Matt's getting the crawfish. Jeff's manning the camera.
Now they're little fellas. The problem is.
I want you to grab them by your hand. Well, let one pinch you, Matt.
You want me to?
I don't know if they're big enough to pinch.
Dude,
That's
look
true.
at their pictures. Show them to them.
They're not big enough to pinch. They're not big enough to pinch.
So should I hand feed one?
Yes, hand feed him one. No, I kind of want to see the chase.
The chase. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna eat him as soon as he hits the water.
I still want to see the chase. Hang on. We ain't ready yet.
Ready? You really want to see the chase? There's
Yes,
not gonna be a chase, dude.
there's got to be a chase.
All right, I'll dump one, and then the other one. You ready?
Just double both. Here we go. He's waiting. He's in the bubble trail.
Look, I told you there wasn't gonna be a chase.
Well, you got to sink him to the bottom, hide him under the rock. At least make him work for it.
All right,
Oh, I thought that was both of them.
All right, here we go.
Peter, if you're watching, eat your heart out.
All right, yeah, he's looking the other way. Drop him down.
Oh, get down there! Well,
That was very uneventful.
man,
I'm a little disappointed. That
we're gonna have to buy more.
we at least got to have him something he could fight for a little
All
bit.
right, I gotta wash my hands.
That was pitiful.
That was pitiful.
That was pitiful. Jeff, you have to get bigger crawfish next
Hey,
time. I mean,
We need a lobster. They said a 10-inch lobster.
I can get that from Ingles.
they sell live lobster. We used to have a food line. They sold, or no, Harris Teeter. They had live lobsters.
So next time, what we'll have to do, I got a plan. We will try to put like a dozen goldfish, feeder fish, excuse me.
We need to get a big one. I want to get like a big Oscar or something like that.
a big Oscar.
Yeah, like something he can fight. It's like death match.
We got
Mr.
a-
Wilson,
we got a channel
you
cat
and-
in there today.
There we go. Now that
Actual channel cat.
that
About a
might kill.
10-inch channel cat they got
Yeah,
in.
if they got fines, they stick them out. He might kill. It might kill him. We
right.
need
Well,
to
James,
see a Mr.
yeah.
Wilson throw down.
Too little, too late. James said, "Put it in the net, lower it down." I guess that's what I should have done. It would have been a lot cooler just
He
to
would have
feed
ate
him out
the
of my
net.
hand. Yeah, Anthony, that's right. We should have. Next time we need to drop some fish in there, and then let the crawfish go down with them, and that way at least they can get on the bottom and try to hide. you
Right.
know?
Give him a fighting chance.
Yeah. The problem is that rock in there. When them crawfish get on that rock, he'll never.
He'll flip the rock over, I bet.
He'll never get them.
I bet he will, too.
I don't know. We'll see. All right. So back to what we put on our boats, not necessarily what we carry in our boats, but
Right.
we covered the power poles, we covered the kill shield, we covered the oxygenator, we covered the live well additives. That's something we carry in our boat. The oxygenator we
Right.
actually mount in our boats. We mount them inside our live wells.
Small rat.
Let's see.
Hey, that'd
What's
be
that?
a good one, too. A squirrel.
A small rat. Hey, Jeff, go catch us a squirrel.
I'll be right back.
Hurry up with that. A fighting beta fish, yeah, Anthony, he wouldn't stand a chance either. If it's under 7 inches, they don't stand a chance, do they?
I don't know. I think he'd try anything. Well, he tried to eat
He
Tater
tried
Hog's
to eat
bait.
a 16-inch swim bait.
Right.
Wasn't that 16 inches?
It was.
Yeah. Baby mouse from PetSmart.
Ooh, extra oil. That's a good one, too.
Hey.
I always carry a gallon of oil in my boat.
A gallon of Pennzoil Marine. Got to keep it in
Yep.
the boat all times. That's great. They do sell feeder mice for snakes at the pet store.
Yes. That would be awesome.
That's what we're doing next, dude.
That's next
We're going to get some mice.
next week.
All right.
Next,
serious?
Next week.
100%. Let's
Next
get some
week.
mice.
I said, "Are you serious?" And Siri cut on my phone.
She's listening. All right. G-Force trolling motor cable. Yeah, so actually what I do is I take the G-Force trolling motor cable from TH. I install it on my new boat, which it's already on there. It's ready to roll. And I take the factory rope. I guess it's more of a rope. It's not a
Yeah.
cable. I take it off, and I keep it in my boat as my backup.
Right.
So,
You've never had the
I've never
G-Force
used it.
handle
No, the
fail.
G-Force never broke. No.
I'm going to tell you one little modification that I do to every boat I get. It's not really an add-on. It's just kind of one of my little tweaks. Is as soon as I get my new boats, I take the rod strap that's screwed down to the deck that the rod strap hooks into. I unscrew it and slide it out about 2.5 more inches so I can fit more rods on the deck. So that's
Okay.
one tip.
Motormate, yep. Dale Lucky said a Motormate. That's that's something we all run, and any some kind of good transom saver for your engines, especially for us when we're traveling all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget we have our trivia question shortly for our FLW membership giveaway.
Yes.
Kevin said Pete is not going to like that. We don't do this show for Peter. We do this show for y'all.
Exactly.
And Troll Jacket's a must from T&H Marine. That, Cameron, that's a good point. That's a new product.
That is a new product, and it's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
It's very cool.
You want to tell them what Troll? You got yours on yet?
I haven't put it on. I got it in the box. I just
Okay.
got my stuff from TH a couple days ago, right before the snow hit. And I hadn't had time to put everything, install everything yet. But what the Troll Jacket is everybody's got transducers, hydro waves on their trolling motor. And the Troll Jacket, when the wires that come up from those, everybody's used to just zip tying them along the wire for the trolling motor that goes from the head down to the foot of the trolling motor. Well, this Troll Jacket covers that, so you don't have to worry about electrical taping all that around or putting all the zip ties and things like that on there. So that's pretty bad there.
Yeah, we won't repeat that, Joey. But to each his own. Some jet ski repellent. I like that, Kevin. Let us know where we can purchase a bottle of jet ski repellent. The Troll Jacket's a must-have. Anthony said, that Troll Jacket's a really cool deal. Before the Troll Jacket, we're going to think 10 years from now, what did you do before the Troll Jacket? I mean, it's a lot of tape.
Yeah.
A lot of electrical tape, zip ties
and then
everywhere.
when, if you knock a transducer off, it's 25 minutes of cutting little strips of electrical tape off, unwrapping it.
That's right.
It's aggravating. So it
Yep.
saves you time,
Yep.
which is money.
Let's see.
They say.
Absolutely, time is money. Yep. Extra backup light to your trailer. Did we add extra back? We don't, Ricky. I don't add an extra
care.
backup light to my trailer. Let's
either.
see. A spare motor. If you see what happened on Hickory this past weekend. What happened on Hickory? We missed that,
I
Alan.
hadn't heard about that,
Yeah.
Alan.
Somebody's motor
clue
fell
us
off, it
in.
sounds like. Adam Foster said, can't forget the minnow bucket.
There you go.
I'm sorry, that's
Well, I
just funny
was.
to me because when I grew up fishing Moss Lake, I didn't go out without a bucket of minnows.
No, I'm
Ever.
the same way.
In a paddle
Jet ski
boat.
repellent is a 10XD to the face.
Ooh,
Yeah, that'll work. That'll do it.
that'll do it
A
every
10XD to the face. Also called birdshot, Kevin said. Dang. Remind me not to ever run a jet ski around Anthony Randall or Kevin
Do you
Clark.
own a jet ski?
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't have to worry about it.
Nor
do
if
I.
you see me on a jet ski, the world's coming to an end or something. I don't know. All right. How about tools to tear apart reels on the fly?
I don't. Wait,
Man, you
yeah,
could pretty much
I
you
do
could
carry,
pretty much tear them down to an extent without tools. Well, it depends on the reel, depends on the brand.
I actually do carry a set of jeweler's screwdrivers in my boat. So,
TJSQ 10 millimeter sockets. What Shane said. Fuses. Yeah, we've covered that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Travis Lowe said a boat versus a cross tie on Hickory.
that's what happens.
Guy lost his motor on a railroad tie. Oh wow.
Ooh, that's bad.
Knocked the whole motor off. Interesting.
I
Where'd
don't-
y'all see that, Joey, Travis? Let us know where y'all saw that. 'cause
On
that-
Lake Hickory.
no, they probably saw it online somewhere. Those I just wanted to see.
Well, I don't know. They might
I
have
wanted
been
to see
fishing.
what happened. Extra reels, yeah, Anthony. Extra reels are never a bad idea if you can. Extra rods and reels. If you
Right.
got room for them. I do that sometimes in tournaments if I'm especially in Florida or something like that. If I've got all my rods and reels rigged up in my rod box, I'll keep an extra couple reels potentially already spooled up with
I do the same
some
thing.
65-pound braid or whatever it is that I'm using the most of that day. Bobby, there's Bobby Thackerson. I was just talking to him before the show. It looks like he tried to send in a picture, but I can't see it. Can y'all see it? Can you see the picture?
No, I mean,
Okay. It's just the IMG
Yeah.
underscore. Yeah.
Anthony said it was on the Carolina Elite Series page.
Okay. All right.
So,
Perfect. Then
there you
we'll
go.
have to check it out later. That's a Tater Hogs page, right? Yep.
I think.
Not Tater Hogs business page. That's just their fun page.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have. A good
That's where
time.
him and Hamrick talk junk to each other. So
That's right.
A lot of good content on there.
That's right.
Look
Yeah,
at
Travis said
something
the same thing. He said pictures on the Carolina Elite Series on Facebook, so we'll have to we'll get on there and check it out. French fries for the seagulls.
Yes.
That's right, Kevin. Yeah, somebody was listening the other week, weren't they? Dude wipes. Yeah, we mentioned toilet paper.
That was funny.
You think they're schooling over there?
Yeah, that was good stuff. All right, so I think what time we got, Brian?
We have got 10 to 8.
So we got 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes.
Binoculars so you can spy on Tater Hawk from a distance on Lake Norman.
Have you ever seen people with binoculars looking at you while you fish?
I carried binoculars back in 2004 when I was watching the guys at Wiley.
For the classic.
Okay.
But
you're talking about somebody trying to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
have
that
not
as well.
seen that yet, but I'm not Brian Thrift
I've
either.
seen that a time or two. I mean, not like if I'm gone somewhere fishing, on a lake that it's normally I don't fish, that it does. I mean, it didn't really bother me, but like I've seen it on some local lakes, like people just kind of sitting back watching you with binoculars. It's funny.
Probably happens more than he knows, right, Jeff? Probably happens to Thrift a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Here's one of the most important things on our boats, which Matt is now back with, is the Evinrude E-Tech.
I seen that comment just now from
Evinrude
Tyler. Said,
E-Tech.
Matt, did I see an E-Tech on your new boat? Absolutely. You did see an E-Tech. G2, and glad to be back with Evinrude, and we'll be running the G2 hopefully from here on out. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Wesley, we did feed Wilson. It wasn't super
It wasn't
entertaining.
very epic at all.
Like it normally is.
Very
but,
non-epic.
If you want to, you can go back in the feed or back in the show after we're done, and you can see him devour each crawfish in like 0.01 seconds.
Maybe a little quicker.
Neither one of them made it to the bottom. All right. Let's see. Baits. I did see a comment earlier. Since we pretty much recessed foot pedal, yes, Cameron, that is a must. I don't know what I would do
thought
without.
that was like factory. Now I didn't even think it was an option to get
a lot of
raised
that is
foot.
standard. A lot of that is
Yeah,
standard
like-
now. But yeah, if you don't have a recessed foot pedal, you don't know what you're missing.
Yes.
Jimmy Dixon said he
Could
lost
you
his
imagine being a boat with the raised foot pedal now and trying to fish?
No.
How weird it would feel.
speed. No, absolutely not.
It'd be weird.
Absolutely not. Let's see. What Pennzoil do you run in your new motors? The XLF, is fine. The Pennzoil Premium Plus is fine. Either one of those will be fine, Jeff, to run in your engine. The XLF is actually an extended life formula. It's got a few different additives in the Premium Plus, but either one of them will be fine to run.
Right.
Blue Oyster Jig. Yeah, Blue Oyster's a good color, Jonathan. We like Blue Oyster. Bullnose dikes in case you need to clip a hook for removal.
I've had to do that.
That's
before.
a good tip too. That's something I don't carry. Well, no, I don't really have anything that would. If it's a heavy,
I do.
If it's a heavy gauge hook, I don't really have anything. I don't think. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I do have some that would clip the point of a hook off and the barb. Biggest thing is getting the barb off, obviously,
Right.
or pressing it into the point.
Yeah,
where
but the thing is, like, if you get a treble hook stuck in you, you want to be able to cut the other 2 points off before you pull it out, because you don't want to fling that hook out and stick it somewhere else.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Colton Williams said, no, that's not cliche. He said, not to sound cliche, but always bring a good attitude to the boat. That could not be more important, especially
That
in what
is.
Brian and I do.
Yes.
When you're doing it for a living, and if you start the day off with a bad attitude, it's going to end bad. I can
Doesn't
promise
work.
you.
Often it doesn't work well.
And
Mike-
just for the record, Mr. Wilson is not on a diet. He ate,
No, look at that belly. He looks
56
like he's got a golf ball in his belly.
he ate 56 feeders for lunch.
56 feeder fish for lunch?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have any issue attacking those 2 crawfish we put in there. Let's see, Tyler Mason. Let me see if I can figure out how to bring up the rest of this comment here. But can you do
Here,
that,
I
Jeff?
got
Okay, you got it. All right, go ahead, Brian.
Evidently, they've got a college thing at Lake Norman in February, end of February. Any pointers for Norman that time of year? I think we discussed this some the other week, but we'll touch on it for you.
Did we?
I think we talked about it when we were talking about our winter cranky, when we did our cranking
Winter
episode.
cranking. Yeah, that could be a
There's
big
a
deal,
lot
man.
of good content on that about January, February, March fishing on Lake Norman. But
Yeah, be sure to go back and watch that show,
yes,
Tyler.
go back
for sure.
and watch that show. But I would say the 3 or 4 baits you can't go to Norman without in February: a crankbait, a jerkbait, a jig, and a shaky head.
Yeah, I like it. I'd throw in a little paddle tail swim bait, something like a little cod
Yeah, I'm just
or
saying
maybe a
stuff
grub.
you couldn't go without.
Yeah, crankbait's a must.
Yeah, crankbait,
Jig's a
jerkbait,
must.
jig.
Yep.
You've got it. And a rig, of course, if you're allowed to throw it. You may not be able to, but there you go.
Wesley said, what additives do you run in your fuel
I don't run anything.
I haven't run any additives in my fuel the last few years. Fortunately, been had good luck. I just haven't.
I've never run additives. Ever since the G2 came out, I haven't run any additives. I mean, it's.
Clarence dropped a link in there to a picture if you guys are interested of that boat without its motor.
I still can't pull it up.
So yeah, I'm not. I guess you can copy and paste that link later.
I don't know.
All right, so we have a trivia question.
It's a good one too.
It is a good trivia question. Oh, don't forget, I see one. That's an order there, isn't it, Jeff?
Yes, yeah.
There's a hat there. There's a hat signed by Mr. Thrift himself. Hats.
You need to sign it too, actually.
We still have. Looks like about 30 or 40 left in stock up there, maybe something like that. So, letstalkfish.com if you want your hats and you want them signed, just let us know. All right. So, are we
going
o'clock?
to trivia? Yeah, let's go to the trivia question.
Okay.
We actually got 4 minutes.
We got a couple minutes.
We got a couple minutes.
It's gonna take y'all a while to get.
I think so too, because this is.
Where's my question? Oh, there it is. I got it. It's gonna take them a while to get this right.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think it will too.
Yeah, but just because it's kind
there's
of
only
odd
365 guesses though.
365 guesses. That's true. Don't tell them that. Somebody will type in every single one of them and then hit submit and get it right. All right. Let's see. Bruce says, speaking of lunch, Jeff, about time for you to buy some sushi.
I
think you
show the hats. We're getting some comments to show the hats, so let's get a couple of them out.
Oh, you want to grab a couple?
That's the deal, Bruce. Sushi's on me, but not this week. I got to run to Atlanta tomorrow, so next week it's on me.
These are.
That's the 4 colors we have, right?
4 colors.
Yep. We still have all those in stock. Absolutely.
The hot seller has been the gray and white. We're about out of the gray and white. So
hot.
If you want a gray and white, I would suggest taking advantage of that now because we only got literally a handful left.
Sounds like we need to restock. Guys, we're still working on getting a booth at the Classic, too, so bear with us. We hope to have an actual Pennzoil Marine Let's Talk Fish booth at the Classic, and that'll be a ball because we can have a lot of little special guests drop in.
That is going to be fun. Y'all come by. Are we going to have hats and stuff there?
If we have a booth, we'll have hats there.
Yeah, we'll have hats and stuff there.
Guaranteed.
We'll be glad to sign them for you, and I guess we'll talk fishing, too.
Cargo shorts packed with 4-inch stingers. Signature series.
I got some cargo pants. Be perfect for early spring Knoxville weather.
Savage Adam said, "How much are the hats? How much are the hats, Jeff?" I can't.
$20.
$20 hats. Yep. Now these are Richardson 112s. They're embroidered. They're really, really nice hats, guys. They're not. It's not some junk. We wouldn't sell junk. Promise you. Snap or Flex. They are all Snap. Like I said, they're the Richardson model.
What's the website once again to order the hats?
It is letstalkfish.com. What is it, Jeff? Letstalkfish.com or ltfgear.com.
There's a few different ways to get there, but Let's Talk Fish, you can pretty much get to anything we have. Letstalkfish.com.
You want to drop the link just so they have it again?
Drop the link?
Drop the link in the feed. Drop.
That's your speciality.
Like the mic,
Are you kidding me?
Drop it in the feed.
I mean, that's what you're here for, Jeff. That's your speciality.
Yeah. I mean, you had 2 tasks tonight. One was hold the iPad while Wilson ate crawfish, and the other one is type in a link. Was that too much to ask, Brian?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. All right.
No, it wasn't.
Phil said tagged out in late season, Matt. I don't think that was a question to me. I think he said that. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy said y'all coming to any shows in Kentucky? Man,
I am.
I would. Are you? Where are you going?
I'm coming. I don't remember the dealership name, but I'm coming to a Wrangler dealership in February for an open house. I'll let you know next Tuesday.
All right, we'll throw that up.
Oh wait, I may can find it right now.
Or Brian will throw it up on social media.
Let me pull up my trusty email.
TJ said once we purchase a hat there, how do we inform you to sign them? Just drop in there.
There's a note section, I believe.
A message section, a note section.
Yeah.
Just make sure
because here we go.
That's how we've done the rest of it.
I will be at Renegade Marine in Litchfield, Kentucky, February 16th and 17th. So if you're in that area, come by, see me.
There you go. What Marine?
Hang out.
What dealership?
It is Renegade Marine in Litchfield, Kentucky.
All right, Anthony, that's a sore subject. He said, Matt, I ain't seen any deer pics, bro. Well, Anthony, I've killed a couple does. I didn't post those, but got
Don't be ashamed of the does, man.
I'm not. I got some meat in the freezer. I posted pictures of those before.
Exactly.
Got some meat in the freezer. Matter of fact, we cooked some chili the night it snowed Sunday night. Had some venison chili. It was
Allie
phenomenal.
made some venison chili the other night, and it was delicious.
Love it. But the
Brian Hunt, this Demiki hoodie is quite sweet.
yeah.
I can't offer you one, but
All right, here we go.
I'll see what I can do.
Trivia question time. How many days was I, Matt, not Brian, on the road last year? Or excuse me, this year.
2018.
How many days was I on the road during the 2018 season?
That's a hard question.
Is that confusing during the 2018 season? That's understood that it's the whole
In the year of 2018,
that's-
how many days was Matt gone away
Tournaments,
from home?
sponsor engagements,
Everything.
combined.
Yes, everything combined. Yep, everything combined. That's right. Let's see. Just make sure that Matt Gold said, just make sure the deep freezer doesn't get unplugged.
I had that happen. Well, actually, my breaker got tripped.
Same thing happened to me. Yep. Jason Curtis says he's excited for the Classic. It's on his home lake. Yeah, you should be. That'll be a ball.
And remember, guys, as always, Jeff determines the winner. So whatever he sees in his
You know the
feed
answer?
first is the winner.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
start submitting. This is for a FLW membership package. What all comes with it? All kind of baits and
It's a competitor package. You
package.
get the
That's
magazine subscription. You get tournament eligibility. You get a hat. You
Yeah.
get some baits. Several different things. $75 value.
yes.
So $75 value. Woo!
We got some close ones.
I did see some close ones. I have seen a couple really close ones.
That is
So if
that's
we're
very-
scrolling back, let's see.
Are we? We got a show next week. You gonna be here, Matt?
Yes, I think so.
Jeff?
I got to run to Knoxville, but I think that may be on Monday, so I should be back.
All right, next week show. We got to come up with a good topic.
We got a show next week. All right, guys, send us a message too on Facebook or something or in the group. If
There's
you're-
one real close.
we don't have one. We don't have one.
Mr. Robert
Actually-
Arey said too many.
I just saw a correct one, Jeff.
I did not.
I haven't either.
Are you sure? Okay.
I have not.
All right. Yeah, guys, shoot us a message on Facebook. Let us know what kind of topics you'd like to hear about next Tuesday, because we're open.
Open
to
for
whatever.
open for anything.
Absolutely.
So we may have to do another What's in the Box. I mean,
It's about time for another What's in the Box.
you know what? It's wintertime. Everybody's getting frustrated. It's cold. It's been snowing. Let's do a fun What's in the Box. Let's do like a topwater What's in the Box. Just because topwaters are fun.
In December?
Yes.
Okay. We can do that.
I mean, it's warm in Florida. They probably catch one on topwater.
Just a variety of top waters or certain top waters? Because, I mean, you could bring
I think
8
I will
boxes.
bring my frog box.
Okay.
My frog box will come.
All right.
So
All right. I'll bring
What's in Brian's frog box?
I'll bring like maybe walking baits or something like that.
That'd be good.
It'll either be like prop baits, walking baits, pop-ars, something. It'll be one category of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
That'd be good.
All
That'd
right.
be good. So
all right, good enough.
what's in the frog box and the walking box for Matt next Tuesday?
What's weird is you didn't see.
I still have not seen
you
a
not
correct
see it?
answer.
It was a long time ago.
No, but we can go with it because nobody's.
Are we going to go with it?
Yeah, we got to. I mean, that was a long time ago. For some reason,
Well,
it,
call
we can
it.
do It just
Somebody
didn't show up
call
on
it.
my phone.
yeah,
but we can do it.
It didn't come through on Jeff's phone, but
But I
that's
can still
definitely-
call the winner.
Jeff can still
Okay,
call the
yeah,
winner.
Go ahead.
The winner is Anthony Randall,
And the answer was
112.
112, Mr.
112
Anthony
days.
Randall.
Yep, Anthony Randall, you are the champion. Send us a message on Facebook. We'll shoot you back a code that you can go on flwfishing.com and redeem for your free membership. And Josh White, 206, 207, 208. We have a winner, guys. We have
Hey,
a winner.
Joey Randall threw out a good topic for us.
What's
a
that?
show on how to practice for tournaments.
Yeah, we talked about.
I thought we did that.
We did talk about that. That was one of the early shows back in 2017, and it was either in the first or second month of the
Right.
show. So
Well, we can touch on it.
Yeah, we could touch on that, son. We can definitely touch on that, Joey. If you go back to one of those really early shows, probably within the first 10 episodes,
Right.
And some of those are probably can he get to that show on? Where can he get to that show?
In our video section on Facebook, and probably the first 8 or 10 are on YouTube.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I don't know which episode it is.
There's a few on our YouTube channel, but Joey, if you go back to the early shows on our Facebook page, you should be able to find that.
So we've determined the winner.
Yeah, Anthony
Okay.
Randall is the winner. Just shoot us a
Randall.
message, Anthony, on Facebook, and we will we'll get you your code for your free membership package. All right, so next Tuesday, definitely have a show, guys. Send us a message. Anything you want to hear about, talk about. We're open to anything. We'll definitely do it. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Brian said we're doing a top water. What's in the box?
What's in Brian's frog box?
What's in Brian's frog box? We could just do
You
that.
know what? Actually, I've got like it's funny. When I first started fishing, I had like one frog, and then I had one box of frogs. I probably got 5 boxes of frogs now. It's an addiction.
5 boxes of frogs. Now
like
you're going to cover
5 boxes of.
You're going to
frogs.
cover hollow bodies, soft plastics.
Yeah.
I mean, ones
we're
the
gonna
hollow bodies
we're
with
gonna
lips
talk
on the
about
front.
it all.
All right. Well, I tell you what. We'll just do frogs, and I'll bring some of my frogs, and
All right.
you bring your frogs. And I mean, I think we could do
we'll do
30,
a
40
frog
minutes
show.
on frogs because I mean, there's a lot of
And
them out
everybody
there now.
loves frog fishing.
Absolutely.
There's
Everybody
nothing funner than a good frog bite.
Next week, frog fishing. We're going to talk
In
about
December.
our favorite frogs, our favorite setups, when we use certain frogs, different applications, things like that, colors, our go-to colors.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd
Savage
be a
Adam
good
said,
topic.
have y'all already sold last year's rigs?
Mine is sold.
My 2018 Ranger is actually sitting at Angler's Choice Marine in Spindale for
that's
sale.
where mine will be sitting as
Anybody wants to purchase that boat, you can reach out to the guys in Spindale, Angler's Choice Marine, and they'll get you a price and get you hooked up. So yeah, it's available.
Yeah, and that's where mine will be going. Also is Angler's Choice. So
yours.
Get on
I don't
there.
know if yours will be at the Spindale location or the Martinsville.
I don't know
location.
which store it'll be at, but I'm sure you can shop around at any of their 3 locations, and if they have a boat at one location, they can get it to another location for you. They're great dealership to work for. Again, that's Angler's Choice, and they've actually got 3 open houses coming up here starting in January.
Yep.
You know the dates on them?
I don't.
It's sometime
right
towards
offhand.
the end of January,
We'll get 'em
1st
out
of
there.
February. They're back to back to back. They've got an open house in Martinsville, Virginia, one in Spindale, North Carolina, one in Lexington, North Carolina. Me and Matt were able to work a couple
Matt
of
and
them.
I. It's Matt
it's
and
me
I.
and Matt when I'm speaking. We'll argue about this every week just because it's funny, but we were able to work a couple of them last year. Fortunately, conflicts aren't going to allow me to be able to be there this year, but it's a great atmosphere, great group of guys. Go by there and check them out at Angler's Choice.
Yeah,
for sure.
the one I'll be at the Martinsville location open house, and I'll get you guys.
Oh,
the
you
dates.
are going to be able to make
I'll
that.
be at the Martinsville one.
Good deal.
And Hank Parker, David Dudley, myself, and there's 1 or 2 others that are going.
Right.
So it's a good lineup for the
Right,
Martinsville
they've always
location.
got a good lineup of pros there, and it's pretty neat. You know, it's fun just to be able to interact with everybody and hang out, and check out all the cool boats they have. They've got Rangers, anything you want, they can get it, and it's pretty neat.
Couple more questions I'll hit on real quick. Josh
All right.
Waldron said, "Would you sign the boat if we buy the boat?" Absolutely.
Of course.
Either one of us would. TJ said, "Are you getting an Ultrex Thrift?"
No, I already have a Fortrex on my knee.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all watching tonight. Had a good show, and looking forward to next week when we can't go fishing. We'll sit right here on Tuesday nights and do what, Brian?
We're gonna let's talk fish
Let's talk fish. All right. We'll see y'all then.
and frogs.